What's up, everybody? Bigfoot videos here. So I'm making a jig or a guide so that I can sharpen my lawnmower blade on my belt sander. Just so I can have like keep a true angle on this edge of this lawnmower blade. And so I was trying to keep it as simple as possible. I'll still be using my hand, but at least I'll have some kind of a backstop on this thing that I can keep the back side of this blade on as a backstop. And just something to kind of keep the blade steady, because it's kind of hard when you're doing it and then keeping it at the right angle. So this will help me kind of have something to go off of. So basically this is a 30-degree angle bevel on this right here, from this plane to the edge of the angle of this blade here. That's a 30-degree angle. So all you have to do is cut a 30-degree angle on your block, and I'm only going to cut a 30-degree angle from here to here because I can only do this on the orientation of from this direction on my belt sander. Because if you flip it around, you technically could do it from this way, but you wouldn't. You'd have to put I guess I could flip this around, and then if your belt sander's running this direction towards you, you could do it that way too. But then it would be sanding into the edge instead of off the edge. Again, it'd be sanding into the edge if you did it the other way instead of off the edge, but you want it to be off the edge so you can get a good clean edge on it. So that's why I'm doing it like this, so I don't need and I also, it will give me a stop as I'm coming across. So this will be lined up. Once that meat is cut away from there, it'll be lined up like that, and then that lines up the bottom edge of the bevel and keep it straight. It'll keep it level with that plane down there. There we go. No, I didn't measure this angle. That's actually not 30 degrees. I measured the other one. That's pretty close. Anyway, as long as I cut this at 30 degrees, I've got my table saw set on it. So I roughly marked the angle that I was going to be doing. And so then I can just take this block and cut that angle away. And I've got that blade there on an angle there. So that's actually technically a 60-degree angle. But it lines up perfectly with my 30-degree angle on this board. So it's kind of like the reverse angle. Anyway, I might move this camera around on this side. Hello. I have no idea.
Where are they?
Careful. Don't be bumping around. They're really not out here, I promise. I would tell you. I promise I would.
Yeah, unless that's what they told you to say.
True, but I promise. Dum dee 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 dee. All right. So I'm going to take that meat away down to this line right here. And then once that's cut away, then I'll be able to lay this down on my belt sander, which is oriented like this, running in this direction, like that. So I'll just lay that block down and kind of sand on it a little bit. And then I'll cut the meat away right here, because when I'm sliding in, you can see this, the further down you slide this thing, oh, I can show you like this. You can see that that part of the blade is straight right here, and then this part angles out, flares out. So the further down you were to slide this blade lock, it's going to create a gap. Boom, you see that gap open up right there in that crook. So you can't have that. That'll throw off your angle, the beveled angle that you're trying to keep. So that's why I'm going to cut the meat of this thing away, so that this part of the blade doesn't hit it as I'm sliding it in to hit my max out spot. So as long as I stay away from that edge, I'll be good. It doesn't affect my bevel. All right. This is why you always draw on your markings for the actual cut, so you don't get turned around, similar to like cutting crown molding when you knew it doing that. All right, put my mask on. Here I go.
Nicholas! Other side! Other spider snake!
Mm-hmm. 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 What's that? What's up? How's it going? Doody, doody. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's up? What's up? Um. Uh. It's 7:45. You need to go do your homework. No, she's not. Mm-hmm. You. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. So that is it for that. What's up? They just went back in the house. Yeah.
Where are they going?
I got a microphone on. It's talking to my phone. My microphone. Watch my. I'm filming a video. My phone's right up there on the tripod. Don't knock it over, okay? What's up?
Where are they going?
I think they're going in, like, to get ready for bed and stuff.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
All right. do this without breaking my phone. All right, so I'm not going to how's that? That's good. So I'm not going to do this right now, but I am going to show you what I'm going to do just to include it in the video. So basically this goes down on this side, and I'll try to clamp it kind of midway, just center it up on the deal, and I'll kind of sand this a little bit where it's hitting the belt so I can relieve that any tension it has for when I clamp this down. It'll actually be clamping to the metal part that the sand belt is actually gliding over. So as long as I sand away some of that meat, right here, then it'll just glide up underneath that. And then once I get that sanded, I'll be able to really tighten these things down so where it's not going to move on me. And then ow, I don't have my camera in the way right here. Actually, I'll move this out in the middle of the thing. But basically, I'll be able to get this where I want it. Make sure I got the right distance on this thing, which it looks pretty good. So then I'll be able to look over here and say, hey, I'm in the hole right. And I'll be able to also judge by how much gap I have in between the top edge of this blade. It should have about a 1/4 inch, roughly, like the width of like a regular drill bit or like a torque bit or any kind of bit, driver bit. But I'll be able to kind of look at that, and then I'll be able to fill it in the hole. And then once I do that, then it's just a matter of me sliding it down in there and holding it, and then it's just going to grind it. And I'll just let the grinder do the work, just like that. So now I have like something I can ground off of while I'm grinding. And before I was kind of having to, do the same thing, but just hold my arms kind of in the air. So I'll probably do a video of it when I have time to do that.